Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, please welcome your 2028 New Orleans Saints.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys have been perfect to this point, 4-0 to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 68 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Operating from the gun. Harrington. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. There's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
23. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Harrington. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
Off the play fake. Flynn. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneer first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the Saints.
Off the option. He'll try and run with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force a turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Gets around him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Harrington. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Here's 3rd and 10.
To number 16. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I would say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Buccaneers, first down. A gain of 12.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they're going to be set up down around around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 15-yard line.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's good.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And we'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Nifty move. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Saints, nothing.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw out the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Check and look. Check the call.
They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Harrington. And he slings one that's incomplete. And they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
3rd down and 6 yards.
3rd down and 1 for him here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Harrington. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
That's caught by Myers. That can be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Harrington. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Harrington. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
13.
Operating from the gun, Harrington. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Complete to number
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43.
Back to throw. Flynn. And he'll get it down to the plane to the 37. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Myers. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Flynn. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flynn. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 7.
Back to throw. Flynn. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Second and 1.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38-yard
line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 12-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to at least get one score back.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flynn. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And 2.
Back to throw. Flynn. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Dances by him. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fighting through. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
At the 11-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
To number 89. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 74 yards.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The kicker on for the point after.
A nice quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nice little juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Again to the fullback on the dive.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Still first down.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, Harrington. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 5. He's going to try and take off with it.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Flynn. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out down inside the the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long. Letting the rest of the league take notice.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ooh, what a move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.